Hi everybody, I am Pamela with Art with a Heart, and I'm here to kind of demonstrate how to make that card I was telling you about on the live. For those of you who weren't on the live and you actually start to subscribe and get these videos, hopefully this will make sense to you. So the stamp set that I'm using is called In the Moment by Stampin' Up. I've used now both of these two different designs. This set you can get still on Stampin' Up. If you would like my demonstrator code, look in the messages and you're going to see that code. So if you want to order this, that's how you would go about it. So I'm going to demonstrate how to put this cute little card together so you guys can see how it's done. I am putting together the green card for those who like the green card. And here we go. The color that I'm also using is called Evening Evergreen. It kind of looks like it matches this color a lot better, but it is also being discontinued with Stampin' Up. So I am using a discontinued color here pretty soon. Pretty sad about that. All right, my Zusher, all my things. I'm going to take the time right now to ink up this, and I'm just going to go around the edges and take care of all of the zhooshing right off the bat. So that way my fingers get all of this done and I'm not going to be inking everything. You know, because usually if you get ink on stuff, you end up getting it everywhere. And then that's not so fun. Like, for instance, my now pink nail is turning green. What do you know? So if you choose green colors and you have pink nails, you get green fingernails. Good times, right? The nice thing about this ink is that it does wash off pretty good. So I will end up washing my hands afterwards and we will be fine. All right, like I said, I'm just taking the time to demonstrate how you go through this, just taking it one step at a time. It's not terribly challenging to be able to, oh, I don't need to do this one right now. So we're good there. All right. Let's go ahead and do the inside piece. And I like to spread it out just a little bit. You notice how I'm kind of going in deeper, you know, where the sky is blue in this ink that I colored. If you take and you just kind of zhoosh up together a little bit more like this, it makes it look more blended and it's like it's almost a paper. The paper's colored that way. That way you get rid of some of that extra white color. See how, and then it just makes it look like it's a whole picture kind of popping together. Kind of nice like that. I also encourage people to do their own rounding of corners. So if you felt like you didn't want straight corners, by all means, round those corners up. Make it your own. Card making isn't supposed to be something that's a straitjacket. Now, there's recipes that you can follow for different cards, and I will eventually start keeping those recipes where you can find them. But in the meantime, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world if you make it different, okay? Different is good. So this is how I do this part of the card. So I take this cute little thing here, and I take these, and these are a little bit longer than necessary. So with that being said, I'm just running a little stick of glue there, and I'm going to poke it out this way because you want it to be able to meet on the card, like right here, but you don't want it to be so far out that it covers the other part of the edge of the card. So see how it looks like that. So you kind of want it to be at an angle there. And then you're gonna glue the rest of this down. This is quick and easy, classy, stylish cards that you don't have to spend a lot of time on, but you still get to make an impact. I like to use the Stampin' Up dimensionals because they really make things pop up. And as you can see, they're really easy to take off. And I take off these little tips right here. We're good. All right. And there we go. Look how nice that is already. Just bam. Something simple like that. We got that taken care of. All right. So this is the part that's going to be most tricky for you to watch. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate one of those, and then I'm going to turn off the camera and do them quickly so that you don't have to watch me take all that time to do it. Okay? Sound like a plan? I hope so. All right, so you're going to take 3 of these cute little doodads, 3 of them. You're going to want to get a nice sticky glue and put just a tiny little dot, if it comes out. You got to open it first. So you want to put a little tiny dot, not so much that it's going to get overloaded, but you're going to take your little flower and you're going to alternate where the petals are, okay? And on this one, you're going to do the opposite side, like this. And this is where tweezers come in great handy. And then you're going to put that one on there as well, spinning it just enough, and that gives you the dimensions of the flower. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that just happy thing right there. So let me turn the camera off and then we will come right back. All right, we are back. We have these wonderful things cleaned up and ready to go. So I'm going to show you what I did to add more dimension to this. We have a cute little word on the top. Then I'm going to just pop a couple of these mini dimensionals on. As you can see, they're tiny. I love these as well because they fit for detailed things. And then there's the word breathe. And we're going to want to pop the flowers up because the flowers are happy. I'll just put a little stamp, stick up on there. And you can pop up the flowers a little bit so they look a little more lively. These look like they just come out of the flower shop. Oops. That's not going to work. Having a little issues today. Don't mind me. All right, and then our last one. It's just about, you know, taking the time to really enjoy the process. I think people forget that creating cards can be fun, and it needs to be fun. We need to not make it hard work. Now, you're not getting dots in your package, so feel free to use whatever kind of dots you want. I happened to find these, and I thought they were super cute. So I'm going to be using these green ones right here, these little hearts, and I'm just putting them right in here. See how I'm adding just a little pizzazz to this? Just a little pizzazz. Little happy pizzazz, and those will pump right back up again once they relax. But isn't that cute? I mean, just look at the simplicity and the happiness of it. Now I am going to put on some leaves. I'm zhooshing up the sides of the leaves to give them a little dimension because they're just flat green, and that's kind of not exactly exciting. So I'm just going to pop some little green leaves in here. I want your green leaves to be alternate around the plant so they literally look like they're real, because leaves tend to do that. And then also we're going to add some butterflies to this as well. You will have the butterflies in your kit. The tiny butterflies, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on because that's going to be really hard to do a tape runner on. And I'm sure you can imagine that. So I'm just putting a little glue. I'm actually putting a butterfly on top of the plant. Looks like I have an extra big butterfly here. I just want a little guy. So I'm going to put a little glue on him. And then we're just going to stick the little butterfly over here. There we go. Look how cute that is, and how simple and how sweet the outside of the card is. So running over now to the inside of the card, I'm just going to move this out of the way. So I'm just going to take my sentiment and I'm going to glue that right on the inside piece. And these cute little tabbies I'm going to put down here at the bottom. You can put these tabbies anywhere you want, but they're super cute. I'm just going to angle them a little bit, and you'll see how it looks like it's just hanging there. Isn't that so cute? Sweet. All right, we flip it over, and we're going to put it on the inside. You can put it anywhere you want. You can put it up here. You can put it here, you can put it diagonal this way. This one I'm going to put right in the middle because I think it looks cute right there. we're just going to leave it like that. Isn't that sweet? Now, to dress up the card a little bit more, if you want to dress up your card, you're definitely going to want to take and go around your edges and just zhoosh up the edges. Kind of, it gives it a finished look. I am just such a huge person when it comes to finishing. Some people like to do the middle line. Some people do not. I'm either or. Today, I'm not going to, but feel free to do whatever makes you happy. After all, you are the one making this card. I just gave you the instructions or the recipe for it. All right. There we go. And as you can see, it just adds a little depth to the card. It gives it a little bit more movement, which I really like that. And we're going to now glue on to the outside. You can use real tape, or you can use glue, whatever works for you. And you're just going to put the piece of paper that I gave you on the outside to dress up your envelope. Once again, you're going to take your scissors and cut right along. Ooh, that would have been a fun catch on fire thing. Right? It's like, anybody else have a momentary panic? And then just zhoosh up the edges on that as well. Give it some dimension. I think it looks happy. And zhoosh up that side. It just gives it an antiquing kind of a look, I think. And makes it look like you took extra care for your card. I think it makes all the difference in the world. All right, so that is taken care of. We want to put this away before I get any more ink anywhere. And the last thing that you need to do, and the most important thing you need to do is sign your card, because you created a card. And I always write art with a heart. And today is 4/23. Ta-da! There is your card. So thank you guys for being a part of my subscription program. I really am thankful that you are here. And I just want you guys to know that every subscription that you do helps me provide domestic violence education for somebody, a part of their classes. You're helping me in this field of work. And so I appreciate you, and I hope that this card you send to somebody and it makes them smile, and it made you smile making it. Have a great night, y'all.